Are you noticing signs that your intake manifold gasket might be failing and want to confirm if you're right? In this video, we'll go over the most common symptoms of a bad one, so you know what to watch for before it fails completely. So to start, the intake manifold gasket seals the connection between the intake manifold and the engine. It stops air, fuel, and coolant from leaking to make sure your engine runs properly with the right air-fuel mix and coolant where it belongs. Now, let's look into the symptoms in more detail. 1. Engine misfires. The first symptom you will experience is engine misfire. This happens because the gasket lets extra air into your engine, which throws off the balance between the air and fuel, making it not burn correctly in the cylinders, which will eventually cause misfires. You may feel your engine running rough, losing power or shaking because the gasket is no longer sealing right, and it isn't getting the proper air-fuel mix to work smoothly. 2. Coolant leaks. Coolant leaks are another common symptom of a failing intake manifold gasket because it seals the areas that carry coolant in the engine. Because of that, when your gasket gets worn or damaged, it can't keep the coolant in, which allows it to leak either into the engine or outside. You might see coolant pooling under the car or notice that the coolant level is dropping. Now, if coolant leaks into your engine, it can mix with the oil or enter the combustion chamber, which can lead to more engine problems. 3. Engine overheating. Another symptom of a failing intake manifold gasket is engine overheating. Now, when the gasket is damaged or worn out, it can cause coolant leaks, in which the engine can't maintain the right temperature, leading to overheating. Then, if coolant leaks into the combustion chamber, it can create steam and raise the engine temperature even more. This overheating can cause serious damage to the engine if not fixed, so it is an important sign that the intake manifold gasket needs to be replaced immediately. 4. Reduced engine performance. The fourth symptom you might experience is reduced engine performance. A damaged gasket can disrupt the proper air-fuel mixture that enters your engine, making the mixture too lean, too much air and not enough fuel, and causing your engine to struggle, resulting in a loss of power and poor acceleration. You may also notice rough idling and lower efficiency. 5. Increased fuel consumption. Increased fuel consumption is another symptom of a failing intake manifold gasket because air leaks from the damaged gasket affect the air-fuel mixture. As we mentioned earlier, when too much air enters the engine, the mixture becomes too lean, too much air, and not enough fuel. To fix this, the engine's control system adds more fuel to balance the mixture. This makes the engine use more fuel than normal. Over time, this leads to higher fuel consumption. 6. Whistling or hissing noises. When the gasket is no longer sealing correctly, air escapes, creating whistling or hissing noises, especially when the engine is running or during acceleration. The sound comes from air being pulled through gaps in the gasket that should be sealed. So when you hear this kind of noise, it's a clear sign that your intake manifold gasket is leaking and needs to be replaced to avoid more serious problems. There you have it. Those are the most common symptoms of a bad intake manifold gasket. Some other symptoms you might experience include rough idling, hard starting, or unusual exhaust smoke. It's best to also keep an eye out for these signs to catch the issue early and prevent further damage to your engine. Now, if your intake manifold gasket is really failing and needs to be replaced, you should expect it to cost you about $300 to $600, depending on your vehicle and labor rates. We hope you find this video helpful. And you can also let us know what problems you're having with your car by leaving a comment below, and we'll assist that next here on Fix It. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.